So if you hate seeking information, you hate reading, you you hate even going through long posts on Facebook and Instagram. Now for you consume only images, videos. Like that was me. That like I feel like I'm literally describing myself back then. This is a video for you. And this is how you're going to start to change that mindset around and start on your journey of reading and seeking information, because learning never stops. It doesn't. And let's get started. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Shifa. I'm pleased to have you here. If it's your first time stumbling upon this video, please go ahead and join the family by subscribing, hitting the bell notification button such that you're alerted whenever I post. And let's dive into this video. So in this video, I'm going to share a few tips on how to start reading. And you may be wondering, and by the way, by reading, I mean seeking, also like stroke seeking information that is adding value to you. Because when I look back, I feel like I used to consume information which didn't necessarily add value to me. Like the vast amount of information I was consuming was not adding value to me. And shifting that around, I feel like the information now I'm consuming in some way imparts some knowledge in my head, and then also helps me develop new skills in the long run. So you may be wondering, why should I even be bothered about reading? Well, reading improves our memory. It helps you focus more. It also opens your brain to new concepts that you didn't know. Like you're able to learn. Reading also improves your communication skills, because, for example, native, or how do they call it, national language is English. So it's not practical for you to go to a dictionary and look up new words, and you're reading the meaning there and then. But if you're constantly exposing yourself to maybe articles, to maybe documentaries, to books, to information that is diverse and is imparting knowledge in your obolongota. Anyway, if you're exposed to such information, then you're going to find new words that you would never have found otherwise, right? So it imparts knowledge, helps your communication skills, and so much more. Like learning continues, never stops. So let's dive right into the video, and let me share a few tips that are going to be helpful in your journey. Get book recommendations from someone you trust and someone who has a large or a diverse reading list. This person, of course, is already exposed to different kinds of books, and they know you to some degree, so they're going to recommend books that they think you would be interested in. And even then, you can tell them topics that interest you, topics that you're fascinated by, and then they can recommend books that are going to spark your or intrigue you, and then you're able to read them. So for me, this was my partner loves reading. They know World War. I don't know how they keep all of that information in their head, but this is someone who kept I want to say poking away at me, and like they'll be like, okay, you read this book. And they were relentless about this. They never gave up. Even when I remember, like my first book recommendation from them was by Tiffany. It's the last black unicorn, a book that it was audio, and I'd never had listened to audiobooks. I just played it, and then I remember not being able to focus. Like my mind was racing. Of course, when like I'm used to being in the quiet and then thinking things through. Or now I had a book playing in the background and I couldn't focus. And I bet you this is going to happen. Like if you're one person who has not been reading, and you want to change that, it's going to happen. And I think that is really like it's normal, because right now I can listen to a book while I do something else and I will still understand what they're talking about, follow along. You know, my focus is getting better by the day. So it's okay to feel like, oh my God, I need to maybe write down stuff. You know, if you have a hard time reading long books, like the focus is not there yet, like I had, uh, I would recommend you start with a short book, or like most recently, and this has just ignited my love for consuming more information, which I'm like, wow, I'm even going on, I'm searching for stuff. Like before, I wasn't searching for this. You wouldn't find me typing, you know, like how to, I don't know what example I can give, but something that I found is, and one app that I would love to recommend is an app called Medium. Medium is one app that shares the shortest article. Like they share short articles, like they're writers on there. Just think of it as Facebook, except that the articles they share are about, they impart knowledge more than entertainment. So I'll leave the name on the screen. It's called Medium. You sign up and then there is a premium, but me, I'm going with the free version and it serves me well. So if you have any topics, you choose like topics that you're interested in, and then they keep recommending articles for you to read. They are like 2 minute, 1 minute articles. Like you can be, you know, in the, you know, the other room, the other room, the room where you can only be one, so you can be there and you read it, you know, as you're doing your business. So you can't say that you don't have enough time. That is an excuse that I kept giving myself. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time. But these articles are 1 to 2 minutes. So if you find that you can't focus throughout, you know, like you can't listen to a book or you can't read a book, or even like the physical books, you can say I'll read a page a day, or I'll read a passage a day. It's okay. Like just don't push yourself, you know, stretch yourself so thin that you will dislike this entire thing. You can use audiobooks as well. You can be doing something else and then you're listening to a book. There are time savers. Like I'll be cooking and then I'll be listening to a book. I'll be mopping and then I'll be listening to a book. Starting out, you don't have to be hard on yourself. And this, I wish sometimes I could just take some of my advice, or some of the tips that I've come across that I'm sharing on here, because there is a new skill that I'm trying to learn and it's taken a toll on me. And I find that I'm really hard on myself. But just with any new skill you're developing or something new that you're starting, you need to step back and try to be gentle with yourself before, you know, you stretch yourself so thin that you can't come back from that. Get books that when you read, or get books about topics that are going to ignite that fire in you. They're going to drive that desire to seek more, to want more information about that particular topic. For me, it's been self-help books and a little bit of web design and development. So it's a mix of those, and then like get those topics that you're really interested in. Maybe it is starting a business, or I don't know, any book, any topic. I feel like, oh, I think people have released books for various topics, and you will definitely find a book on that topic. So get books, even if maybe that trusted person has recommended a book that you don't really like. Don't force yourself through it. Tell them you have another topic or to look for something else, and then read along, because like learning does not stop. If you're one of those, for you will understand, or you will, I don't know, you love to consume information through videos, just like this one. Documentaries are for you. I used to think I had this bad feeling about documentaries. They are boring. They are, I don't know, not interesting, because maybe the ones I had watched were about animals and the forest, the Amazon. So let me clear that for you. Documentaries are, think of them as movies, but these movies they have facts, they have evidence, they are backed with a lot of evidence, so, and research. So imagine that you're watching a movie and like, come on, we watch movies and they're fictional, like they're stories made up by someone, and we enjoy them. I wonder how much you would enjoy a fact-based movie. Recently, we watched one where they were talking about GMOs, and like through that, I got to know about how plant protein was better than animal protein, and why, and then the science backing all of that. These documentaries you can watch as maybe you're eating, as I don't know, you're relaxing, maybe on a weekend, and it could be knowledge that you're imparting into your brain or your head. So I'm just saying that there's various ways of seeking knowledge. Don't tie yourself to one version, maybe like Google. I know we all go to Google for anything instantly, but there are various ways. You can listen to audiobooks, you can search for documentaries, you can ask people who have already been exposed to reading, their recommendations. And then the other one is you can download that app that I just talked about, the Medium. You'll find it super helpful. So that's it, guys. Let me know down below if you've struggled with reading or getting into the reading habit, or getting into the habit of seeking information, keeping yourself informed. How have you been able to keep up with that? And I would love to learn new tips that I can also adopt and share with the rest of the community. I'll catch you in my next video. Bye for now.